Today we're going to practice a simple back bending practice where we're going to use an acronym BEE. And the acronym stands for balanced, even, and expansive. I'm going to ask as you practice that you consider not pushing into your range of motion, but instead working with this idea of the back bend, the back arc, being balanced, even, and expansive. So this video won't require any props. However, if you'd like to take a blanket to sit on or a block to use for some of these poses, please feel free to have those ready. And I'm going to begin by bringing my hands behind my back, just to create a simple seated back bend. And first, I'll really press my thigh bones down into the ground and begin to lift the side and front body and expand the upper chest. Continuing to keep the legs active, I begin to trace the shape of my spine from the tail all the way up to the top of my head. So the back bend has an even arc, a feeling of expansion, and easy breath. And then inhale back up to center, bend your left knee and use your hands to draw the heel as close to your left sitting bone as possible. We're going to be twisting in two directions, so we'll start with the left elbow inside the left knee, right hand behind you on the floor. Press elbow to knee, knee to elbow. Inhale, lift the side body. Exhale, turn belly, turn ribs, and pay attention to expanding the chest from collarbone to collarbone. Simple breathing. And on your next exhale, release back to center. Keep your legs like they are. Switch arms. And take your right arm up to the sky. Again, press your thigh, the right thigh this time, down into the floor and lift up through the whole right side body. And on your exhale, wrap the arm around the left shin. Feel the parts of your body touching the ground. Go down into the earth. Inhale, lift up the side body, and then use the arms to help you to turn, to spiral, and open the left collarbone. And on the next exhalation, release your twist. Straighten the left leg, hands behind you on the floor. Again, a simple seated back bend, and I'm going to walk my hands back just a little farther. Plug my legs down, lift the side body, gentle, even arc, including the neck. So the neck arcs at the same degree as the upper back. And then inhale, come back up, right knee bends. Pull it in close to the sit bone. Right elbow to the inside of the right knee. Left hand behind. Step down through the right heel, left thigh. Lift the waist. Use the pressure of the right elbow and the right knee to help you turn. Expand across the upper chest. Always inviting that simple breath. Exhale, release, keep the legs. Switch arms, left arm up. Spend just a little bit of time here, creating a lot of length along the side body. And then exhale, wrap the arm, hand comes behind, lift up. Go down through the left thigh, right heel, use the arms, and turn. In the twist, just like in the back bends, we want to try to keep an evenness all along the spine, even up to the neck and head. And inhale. Exhale, release. Last simple seated back bend. I'm going to go back a little further. Plant my legs. Lift the side body. Neck and head follow. And enjoy the expansion and the breath. Inhale up. And shift yourself into downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Knees bent. Push forward through the arms. Draw back through the waist. Keep the length along your spine and send the thigh bones back. Breathe. On my exhale, I'm going to swing my right foot forward. If it's easier for you to put the knees down first and take a big step, do that. Again, blocks are fine if you'd like to use them underneath your hands. And also feel free to pat the back knee. I'm going to bring my left knee down onto the ground, hands up onto the front thigh. Just this split leg position starts to create an arc, an extension, a back bend in your lower back. And so I'll try to allow myself not to just take the back bend here, but to bring the back bend up the front spine, up the sides of the waist. Back leg arm goes up, even arc. Press the back foot and lift up through that whole left side. Invite the breath in. Next, exhale, hands down. Tuck the toes. Lift the back knee and thigh. And step back into down dog. And just take a moment to feel and enjoy now the energy in that left side leg and hip. Knees bent, lengthen back all along the sides of the waist, thighs back, right foot forward. Whoops, wrong side, left foot forward. Bring the right knee down, feel free to pat it. Press that back foot down, feel the arc. Take the back leg arm, that's the right arm, up, and just continue lifting, lengthening, expanding that even arc of the back bend. Breathe. Soften something. Hands down, tuck those back toes, lift the back knee and thigh away from the floor. Downward facing dog. Get your length, arms forward, waist back, thighs back. And plank. And lower down to your belly. So I'm propping up into Sphinx pose here. rolling a little bit to the little toe side of the feet. And I can feel most of the sensation of the back bend in my low to low mid back. We'll just see, can I mitigate that a little bit? Tail lengthens, pubic bone presses down. Front ribs just a little bit tucked in, not extreme, but just bring them a little bit into the body, and then side chest lifts, neck and head follow the alignment, expand, even, release. So if you can press to high plank, do that. If you're working on that, try bending the knees, crossing the ankles, draw the navel back, push up, downward facing dog. Walk or hop your feet forward to your hands. Again, here you might use your hands on blocks, especially if you can't quite touch the floor. It's good to have your hands on something. You could also lightly place your hands on your shins as you lift up halfway. We're lifting up into a little bit of a back arc. I'm gonna watch how much I overdo the neck and then release over the leg. Hands to the hips. Do that again. Come up Ardha Uttanasana. Heavy buttock splash. And mountain pose. I'm going to adjust my camera a little bit. Bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra in front of the heart. And bring the thumbs at about the mid breastbone. And use the thumbs right there on that skin of the mid breastbone and give a little upward scrub of that skin. Shoulder blades firm. Arms forward. Interlace your fingers. And to start, just go straight up. Just get some of that length like we were getting in dog pose. And then begin to do a nice, balanced, even arc. Remember, you don't want to just shove forward through the thighs. So move the thighs back. Lift up. Bring the arc of the back bend up. Expand and breathe. Release the clasp. Hands through center. Tip forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift up halfway. Downward facing dog. Step your feet closer together to the midline. Take the right leg up. On an exhale, swing it forward into cross-leg lunge, into pigeon pose lunge. And we're working with back bends today, so I walk my hands back, come to the fingertips. I've already started to get this little arc in the back based on the fact that one leg is forward, one leg is back. And I begin to trace and travel up the spine, finding that balanced, even back bend. You can scrub up on the breastbone skin, firm the shoulder blades, full breath in and out. Walk forward, tuck the back toes, downward facing dog. Create as much length as you can. Step into the midline, inhale, left leg up. You bring the left knee towards the left wrist and cross that lower leg in front of you. Hands walk back. You might try adjusting this right hip forward just a little bit, so the pelvis is a little bit more even and neutral, and then begin to find that sense of lifting up, moving the back bend arc up, scaps, shoulder blades firm, neck even with the upper back. Breathe. Downward facing dog. Rock to plank, lower down, arms next to the legs. We're going to lift the arms, thumb tips towards the floor, and as the arms come behind the heart, head and chest lifts, locust pose, Shalabhasana, even arc. And lower down. Here's that plank practice. So bend, cross, navel towards spine, push up, downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Steady your gaze. Walk forward. Lift up halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Release over your legs. Hands to hips. Inhale, come up long front, heavy tail. And mountain pose. Take a wide stance. We're going to work with Virabhadrasana 1 now, which can be a really nice standing pose back bending prep. So I'll turn my right foot 91 or 92 degrees to the right. I'll turn my left foot in about 60 or 70 degrees. So I'm really turning towards the front foot. And just as we did in pigeon, try to wrap this back hip forward. The back leg is very, very strong. Hands, prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Scrub the breastbone skin up. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your front knee. Pelvis goes down. Breastbone skin up. Thumbs to the buttocks, flesh. Release. It can start to feel like it's crawling up the back, creating less space in the lower back. So press the buttocks flesh towards the back heel. And then inhale, arms up. Go up and begin to search for that nice balanced, even arc of your back. And breathe. Warrior 1. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Turn yourself back to center. Even out your feet. Left foot, 91 or 92 degrees. Turn that right foot well towards the front foot. Scrub up on the sternum. Firm shoulder blades. Bend that front knee. Make sure the front knee is over the ankle. Buttocks flesh releases back. Arcing, arcing, arcing. Into your balanced, even back bend. Settle. Soften something. Breathe. Inhale up. Turn your feet forward. Step to mountain pose. Downward dog. Come to plank. Lower to your belly. Locust. Arms lift. Head and chest lift. Legs lift. Feel the arc. Find the balance. Triceps, backs of the arms press towards the sky. And lower down. Take a moment, take a breath. Some of you will repeat locust, Shalabhasana. Some of you will lift arms, head, chest, and move into bow pose. Dhanurasana, grab the outside of the ankles. Push the shins back to lift the chest and collarbone. Reach in with the arms. Try to lift your legs up. It's challenging to breathe here. Work the arms and legs. Keep the neck easy. One more in-breath. And lower, 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 down. Roll right over onto your back. Knees bent. Feet on the ground. Walk your hands down towards your feet. So your arms are straight and just very lightly grab the outside of the sticky mat. So it's not roller coaster, hang on, just a light holding of the mat. And then dramatically roll your upper arms towards the floor, press your feet down, lift the hips. And remember today, we're not as excited about just finding what's my full end range of motion, but can I work in such a way that I feel a balance, an evenness, an expansion. I'm going to roll my upper arms down a little bit more. Side chest lifts. Breathe. Release. Hands to the belly. So some of you might want to just repeat bridge pose, Setu Bandha. Some of you might be ready to work your way up into Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow. Some people call this pose wheel. So I place my hands on the ground next to my ears. And I'm going to inhale right up to the top of my head. Draw the elbows in. Push, straighten arms. Come to toes. Lift up. Search for that even back arc. Slowly the heels come down. And breathe. And down you come. So at this point, if you're doing Urdhva Dhanurasana, you might feel fairly warmed up, and maybe you'll pause this video and do one or two more rounds. But for those of you who are ready to do a little winding down, right knee to chest, left leg long. Clasp behind the right thigh. And you might be able to straighten your leg here, but really focus on pushing your thigh bone forward into the hands. So the head of the thigh bone moves deeper into the socket. And if you straighten, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. It's all good. You're moving the thigh bone deeper into the socket. Bottom leg bends. Cross the ankle and foot to the outside of the knee. So figure 4, a little hip opener. And I'm just gonna rock a little bit across my sacrum. If that feels soothing, you can do that. Knees bend. Left knee to chest. Right leg slides long. Easy neck. You can always support your head on a blanket or pillow, a little lift. If you feel like the base of your skull is getting pulled towards your shoulders. I'll clasp now at the belly of the hamstring and again focus on pushing the thigh forward. Deepening the femur in the socket. Bottom knee bends. Turn the top leg out. And hold on to the right thigh or shin. And if it's soothing, do a little rocking. Come to constructive rest. Feet on the floor, slightly forward of the knees. Take your hands to the top of your thighs and just give a little press. Push again, thigh bones in. This can be relieving for your back. So to rest after back bends, you could certainly come into Shavasana with something under your thighs, a blanket roll or a bolster so that your low back is a little bit easier. If you're feeling a little agitated or you just like putting your legs up the wall, it can feel really soothing after back bends to lie with your legs up, and you can put your hands on your belly or off to the side. And I recommend that you rest in either legs up the wall or Shavasana for 5 to 15 minutes, where you just allow the energy to integrate, the system to calm down. So again, I recommend that you pause or stop the video so that you can allow yourself to rest. People often say that back bends are energizing, and they can be agitating. So take an appropriate rest so the system calms down. And my hope for you is that the energy is right and smooth. And one more benefit of the back bend practice is a little bit of an increase in the space in the respiratory system and our ability to breathe a little bit more deeply and easily. So I hope for you that you have been able to find balance, evenness, and expansion and ease. May this practice support us. May we be happy. May we be peaceful. May we be kind. May we be free. Namaste. And thank you.